Welcome everyone to Treasure from the Deep, a one-shot adventure for Dragonbane. Today we've got four intrepid heroes. We've got Orla Moonsilver, Circumference, Cyrus the Winebringer, and Krisanna the Bold. Now, we are currently, let me take us to the map. We're in the Misty Vale. We're in the city of Outskirt, here in the Vale. And there's a tavern in the Misty Vale. If anyone has done the Secret of the Dragon Emperor campaign, you know this tavern, you know this city. This tavern is called the Three Stags Inn. Now here at the Three Stags Inn, the food is hot and plentiful. The ale is slightly cold. It's a little on the room temperature side, but it's still quite delicious. And tonight, the tavern is filled with folk that are eager to share tales of adventures. And somewhere I have a tavern. I thought it was supposed to play this. Let me find Fantasy Tavern soundtrack. There we go. Inside the tavern here in Outskirt, there is a fellow. And he's sitting near your table, and he is drinking a mug of ale and smiling brightly. And you take a look at this guy. He's clearly a dwarf. Post a picture here, and he's speaking. At first, it looks almost conspiratorially with other folk, but then he looks in your direction and smiles and beams and says, "My friends, I am Svarn Goldentooth, treasure hunter. May I sit at your table?" And he's speaking directly to fellow dwarf Circumference.
Sure. Come right ahead, have a seat, and you can buy us a round of drinks.
Ooh, give me a bartering roll. And add a bonus die to that. Add a boon. Oh, with a dragon. Oh, so one thing, Krisanna, I forgot to mention. If you roll a dragon, that's like a critical success. It also means at the end of the adventure, you'll get a chance to improve your skill in bartering, or whatever it may be. The opposite is if you roll a 20. That's a demon. That's a critical failure. But the same thing. We learn from our greatest successes and our worst failures. And so rolling a dragon is always a good thing. He says, you drive a hard bargain. I like that. I'll be right back. And he goes over and he holds up a hand with 5 stocky fingers to the bartender. 5 ales, over here. And then he slides out a table and plops himself down and lets out a great breath of air. So, are you new here in Outskirt? I can't say as I've seen you before. Of course, I'm new as well, so it's tough to say.
Well, yes, this is my first time passing through. I've been searching for a particular piece of treasure that I would like to acquire. Something that makes a knight, if you know what I mean.
Oh, a treasure, you say? Is this an axe or a sword or... What are we talking about? And he's rubbing his bearded chin.
No, I seek a helmet. A helmet that by the name of the All-Father's Helm.
The All-Father's Helm?
Yes. Perhaps you've heard of it. It's a very famous artifact.
I've heard of many helms. The All-Father's Helm. I have no recollection. Tell me more of this All-Father's Helm.
Yes, well, it belonged to a knight a long time ago. I can't remember his name, but not important. The important part is that the helmet, it is rumored to give the bearer the ability to read any sort of script that they come upon. A skill that I think would come most useful to any adventurer.
The most important part is that he's not still wearing it on his head, so it's free game, right?
Exactly. I like your style, fellow dwarf.
Well, and what of you? And he points to Cyrus. Tell me of your exploits. I don't think I've met your kind before.
Cyrus has pushed away the ale, and he's got his wine bottle, and he's just drinking from that. And he looks a little perturbed, maybe, but he kind of lifts his cloak over his shoulder, and he says, "Well, there was a time me and fellows fought this monster. It had laser beams for eyes, and, well, it was quite a battle, but we found this little cloak here. Very nice."
The cloak is quite fine, indeed. It's a very fine craftsmanship, and look at that weave. A skilled hand made that cloak. Clearly, you have an eye for fine things, sir.
Well said.
Yes, I know how to butter bread, trust me. And you, an elf, well, I can't say as I've had many dealings with elves, but what's your story? And he looks at Orla.
So Orla is suspicious by nature, so is there a way for her to kind of like, gauge how much she should tell him?
Yeah.
Like how trustworthy he seems before she talks?
So in Dragonbane, there's not really an insight roll, but you could do one of two things. You can do an intelligence roll, which will let you decide, like, do I trust this guy? Or you can do a persuasion roll, which is using your charisma, like, how much do I want to lead him on? Do I want to feed him the right information? I'll let you choose, kind of based on what Orla is thinking. Using her wits or using her charm?
I think she has more wits than charm, so
Nice.
let's try that.
Ah, excellent. So it sounds like he is, like many dwarves, you probably haven't come across many. You're with Circumference right now. You know he's a little boastful. Dwarves like tall tales. They like grand stories and things like that. And he definitely seems to be taking a very keen interest. He does seem sincere, but you suspect he has some sort of motive that he has yet to reveal.
I think... Do we have drinks already?
Yes, ales have been brought to the table. Cyrus actually pushed his forward, to which this fellow Svarn kind of gave him a little bit of a glare, but quickly turned it into a smile.
Yes. I think Orla is just going to, drain the whole thing and, one gulp and put the cup down and be like, small talk bores me. I think we should just get to the point.
His eyes light up as if this were a cartoon. You'd see little hearts
going
out above his head. Oh,
nice.
You remind me of me mother. She could throw down a pint as well. Oh, give me a Constitution roll as you throw this ale down with gusto, just to see if you can hold in the burp that's building quickly. Yeah, so you feel the burp, but you're a lady, you a finger up to your lips, and then slowly just let the air out. Cyrus probably smells the sulfur burp and gives you a little bit of a look, but he knows that you're just trying not to be uncouth at the table. He last looks at Chrisanna. Oh, little one. At first I wondered if you were of my kind, but I can tell you've no beard on your face, so... Tell me, little one, where do you come from? Where do you hail? And why should I know you?
Well, hopefully you don't know me. I hail from a city in the west, and I consider myself somewhat of an acquisitions expert, one might say.
Myself as well. Oh.
I'll take just a big swig, not draining the whole thing, but...
Says, I've fine companions here at this table. Fine indeed. And after small talk goes around the table a time or two, he shares a few tales of his journeys. He's got a cart and various trinkets that he sells. He finally gets down to business, and he leans in low over the table and looks left and looks right. And with a low voice, he says, I believe I have an opportunity that will be of mutual benefit. I have obtained information about a hoard of ancient treasure from the time of the Dragon Empire, hidden somewhere here in the Misty Vale. Of course, the Misty Vale is full of such rumors, most of which turn out to be nothing but old myths mixed with a good dose of idle speculation. But my treasure hunter's instincts tell me that this story has the ring of truth to it. However, and he leans back, retrieving the treasure will be too difficult and dangerous a task for one person alone, and so I've been hoping to find a group of adventurers to share in the potential risks and rewards of claiming it. If you are successful, I will take 1/3 of the treasure for myself, with you all splitting the remaining 2/3 between you as you see fit. What do you say? And he looks to Circumference and then back to Chrisanna.
1/3.
1/3 for myself. I come with the information. Do you find that to be unfair?
We'd be the ones risking our lives.
Give me a bartering roll, Krisanna. You see where bartering is on the skill? Oh, yeah, perfect. You got it.
Yep. Sorry, it took a while to roll.
No problem. So an 18, so that's a fail.
Yeah, no.
Do you want to push that and take a condition?
You know what, Prob? Let's try.
Yeah.
Nice.
Nice.
He says, you're shrewd, aren't you? I should not underestimate you by your size, for you are bold and indeed a treasure hunter. All right, look. 2/3 for yourself, and I'll take a paltry third. How does that sound? Does that sound fair?
Santa just gives a look.
Oh, you drive a hard bargain. All right. Look, I'll take 1/4 and 3/4 to ye. But that's the best I can do. You've gone from 66% to 75%. I cannot do a penny higher.
There are 5 of us around this table, correct?
Yes, so there are the 4 of you plus him.
Yes, so if there are 5, shouldn't we each be entitled to 1/5?
I fear I'm being ganged up upon here. Give me a bartering roll, Orla.
We're doing all the hard work. You're just telling us it's here.
But I've the information. Without me, you get none.
And without us, you
Oh,
don't have
man.
it at all.
You nailed it. Fine, all right. We split it 5 ways. I take a 5th. Oh, my children will be starving. I hope you're happy. In the winter, they'll be cold. And you can take a 5th each as well. Are we
I'm sure
agreed?
you're fine.
And he stands up and holds out his stubby hand. First to Orla. Are we agreed?
Fine.
And then he turns to Krisanna. And you and I.
Absolutely.
We agree? Excellent. And then to Cyrus. You know, I've never trusted folk who only drink wine, but you got a good look about you. I think you'll be perfect for the job. Are we agreed? And he holds out his hand.
Yeah, Cyrus grips it with a big smile. Absolutely, it sounds like it'll be a fine tale.
And then he turns to Circumference, and you guys clasp like Arnold Schwarzenegger and, Predator-style arm wrestling. Are we agreed?
Let's make it official, and Circumference will pull off his gauntlet and spit in his hand and give him a handshake.
Give me a strength roll, Circumference. Oh, nice. You feel he's very strong, and he is giving you a good test of your strength, but you quickly begin to pull his arm over. He says, I yield. Fine. On the morrow, let us depart. It's a 1-day journey to where we be headed. So get a good night's rest. And tomorrow, we'll go. I'll tell you what we seek along the way. But first, more drinks. And he orders another round of 4 ales and 1 wine for the table. Do you have any questions for him before we jump to the next morning? All right. The next morning, as you meet on the outskirts of Outskirt, he says we'll be journeying to the northeast, along the southern border of the Magna Woods. There's a lake. It was not always a lake, but in the days of the Dragon Empire it was a rich and fertile valley teeming with wildlife. This valley was a favorite hunting spot of the emperors, so much so that a hunting lodge was built there for their use. A watchtower was built on a hill at the eastern end of the valley where guards would watch for any approaching threats when the emperor or other nobles were in residence at the lodge. A spiral staircase carved into the rock, led from the lowest level of the watchtower straight down into the depths of the hill, and from the bottom of the staircase there was a tunnel that ran out the hillside to the hunting lodge, ending at a secret door in the cellar. At some point, I know not why, a decision was made to flood the valley. A channel was dug from the nearby Kuma River, diverting part of its flow into the valley and transforming it into a great lake. The lodge was abandoned to the waters and forgotten, although the watchtower remained at the top part of the hill upon which it stood, now an island on the eastern end of the lake. And you can see on the map there is a lake with an island with a watchtower. Right up there. So this journey will take approximately 1 day. So we are about 28.7 kilometers from Outskirt, and you can travel roughly 15 kilometers every shift of time. And in this game, a shift of time is like 6 hours, so it'll take us about 12 hours to get there. And we need to, probably make camp unless we want to go into the tower at nighttime. But the journey will be relatively safe. These are civilized lands. However, they're still not without threats. In the first couple hours of the day, we come to the Kuma River. We need to cross, and as you can see, the bridge be out. I'm going to need a bushcraft roll from one of you as we make this journey to avoid any sort of mishap. Who wants to make that bushcraft roll?
I'm decent at bushcraft. I have it bolded means it's like a
yeah, it's one of your like prime skills. So you have like a double score in it, so double your normal attribute.
Yes. I would that makes sense as a ranger.
Yeah, absolutely.
I can do it. I'm happy to do it.
And also, if anyone pushed a roll, which I think Chrisana did, we've had a good night's rest, so you won't have that condition. So let me get rid of that condition for you. There we go. Perfect. Excellent. And we have a successful bushcraft roll. So we get to the river. We're right here where the bridge is. And you can see that the bridge looks like you could get across. Now, you couldn't take a wagon across this. It's in pretty rough shape. It's not completely broken through, but you wouldn't trust it, with a horse and cart. You'd have to go way out of your way up to the north across that larger bridge, and that would take a significant amount of time. But with just the four of you here, it should be doable. Let me have one of you give me a crafting roll as you assess the structural integrity of this bridge. And I'll let you decide who wants to take that.
Anyone good at crafting?
Not particularly.
That's a skill that most people refuse to raise up unless they have to. Unless we have an artisan in the group.
Well, Circumference has a 7.
Anyone
I have
need
a
a 7?
6.
If Orla wants to help Circumference, you can have a boon on the roll, Circumference.
Sure. I mean, yeah, she started to build the bridge, so I think it makes sense that she can help.
Wow, with a dragon.
Nice.
Circumference with 2
Yes,
dragons so far.
yes. Well, we dwarves are quite experienced when it comes to masonry. This should be no hard task to assess your bridge here.
Yeah, you look and you can see there's a large section in the middle that's missing, like a big hole. You're like, don't step there. And that's kind of the extent of your roll. You realize if you step in that hole, you're going to fall into the river. So as long as you go around the sides.
Don't walk on the rotting wood there. That won't bode well either. But you avoid those 2 things, and you should be fine.
Svarn suggests that you take some lumber and just shore up a section of the bridge, or at least extend a rope across, and maybe send the lightest. And he's looking at Chrisana. Send the lightest one first with a rope. And hold on to that tight. Maybe tie it onto something. And if something happens, well, the river's not very strong. The current's not too great. You shouldn't bounce too far downstream. What do you say? Want to earn your keep as the lightest among us? I would go myself, but as you can see by my paunch, I'm in no shape to be the first across the bridge.
Not my first time doing something like this, so I might as well.
Give me an acrobatics roll with a boon as you go across, because you've had the others assess, where to step, where not to step, and they've done it successfully with a dragon. So you get a boon
How
on
do I
this acrobatics roll.
add a boon? Do I just do 1 for extra?
Yes.
Or
Yep. So it'll say boon and bane. Where it says boon, just click 1 on there. Oh, nice. With a 3. So, Kristana, you easily managed to get across there, trailing the rope behind you. And you do find that there is a post driven into the ground on this side where one might stop to rest a horse or something after a crossing, and you can tie the rope onto there. And with that rope in place, everyone else is able to cross without any difficulty. So we will, as soon as we got one person across was all we needed. So we're all on the other side of the bridge. We have another half-day march to the ruined watchtower. We need another bushcraft roll. Who would like to take that?
I can happy to do it again unless someone else needs to.
I think you're more than welcome to do that again.
Since I am proficient.
Yeah, not just proficient, you're rolling dragons.
Woohoo!
So as you're walking, as you get close, you recall on the map there was, some sort of dragon or beast in this water. But as you get closer, it doesn't look like this is some blasted heath, where some creature long ago destroyed this land. It is a little sparse, it's a little wild. There's no homes other than the little farmhouse that was right near the bridge. As you get near the shore of the lake, as you gaze out onto the surface, give me a spot hidden, since you got a dragon roll here.
Sure.
Do you push that?
Yeah, it might as well. Let's see. I can be. Disheartened. Sure. Man.
With a
Still
fail. So yeah, you look out at the water. It's very still and very calm. Now, Cyrus, give me a myths and legends roll as you begin to think back. Why would they have flooded this area? See if you know anything of the lore of this.
Not quite.
Do you push that?
Yeah, I think I will. Really trying to rack his brains.
Excellent. Let me turn off our fantasy tavern. We'll get some forest music going here. You recall, just as you reach the lake, it strikes you, oh yeah, that's what it was. You heard a story at some point about the Misty Vale, that there was some sort of curse, but it seemed like an old superstition. Whenever anything went bad, the crops failed, oh, it was a curse, It could have just been one of the natural weather cycles, but you can't help but shake the idea that's why they flooded this. Maybe something happened, or you're not sure, but suddenly an uneasy feeling washes over you. Do you say anything to the others? Do you share the paranoia and anxiety, or do you keep it to yourself?
Almost like we referenced Predator already. Almost like, was it Billy? Annoyingly, he doesn't really say what he's thinking. He's just kind of like, I have a bad feeling about this.
Like, tell us what you feel. Yeah, you're looking, and let me have circumference. You haven't rolled in a minute. Give me an awareness roll.
I also have a bad feeling. My rations are running low. I didn't bring enough.
Oh. As you're thinking about how hungry you are, you're wondering, there must be fish in there. Probably a lot of fish in there. And you're looking along the shoreline, and sure enough, you see a few trout swimming about. You begin to lick your lips excitedly, and you gaze out into the water, and maybe it's just the clouds overhead, but you see a shadow over the water, and it seems to be moving. It's just a dark patch of water. It's kind of large, maybe the size of the Three Stags Inn back at Outskirt, but then pretty quickly it goes away. You look up, and there's clouds up above. It could have been that, but maybe your eye is deceiving you. You're not sure.
'Tis but a wisp of cloud.
It's getting into late afternoon, and Svarn says, we've arrived, and we're right here on this little spit of land, little peninsula, and just across you can see the island with the tower. He says, we can make camp tonight, and in the morning we can go out there. Or we can just go right in. I have means to help us. We must get over to the island first, but then there's something there that will help us as we explore the bottom of the lake. And he taps his nose, the universal sign of I've got a secret, and I can't tell it yet. What do you say? Camp tonight, or does the lure of treasure call too strongly to resist? And his eyes just gaze out over the water.
Kursana sort of looks at the water greedily.
Yeah, if the stories are true, there's a lot of treasure down there. What about Orla?
I think she kind of just turns to the group and is like, is there any good reason we should wait?
Cyrus, Circumference, what do you think?
Well, it has been a bit of a day. I'm happy to go on, but I know that somebody's exhausted.
That is true.
In fact, actually, I think Cyrus can use his kin ability to... was it Kursana? Are you exhausted?
Yes.
Yeah, he just says, I think we should go it today. The lure of treasure. Well, and for me, good story. Have heart. I think we've got this.
Nice. And as you speak to Kursana and embolden her, Kursana's condition just melts away as... in fact, or was it Orla? I think it was Orla took disheartened.
I'm disheartened, yeah.
So I will remove that.
Woohoo.
Okay. And Svarn rubs his hand. Yes, this is good. Don't you worry about the dark. It's dark out here. It's darker on the bottom of the lake, but again, taps his nose, I've got something in mind. Now, there's just the small matter. We need to get from here to there. And he points across that little neck of water over to that island with the tower. What do you think?
Well, give me a running start. I think I can leap it.
Well, it's maybe 100 feet from here to there.
Well, like I said, give me a running start. I think I can make it.
Oh, a dwarf after me own heart. We could also build a raft.
That might be for the best.
But we can swim as well.
I think a raft is good.
There's the Magna Woods. You can see just to the north and east of this lake. There are trees near this little spit of land. They would grow wherever there's water. So there would be wood here. It will take a crafting roll to put this raft together. And if you all work together, whoever wants to make that can have a boon on that. And if you have Svarn, who will also help you, that's an extra boon. That would be 2 boons on a crafting roll. I think Cornelius, Circumference, are you our best crafter?
Well, I've not crafted many rafts in my time, but I'm sure I could give it a go.
It's like building a door. You just put the wood next to each other and lash it with rope. Oh, wow. High rolls, but the 6 gets it. It takes you about an hour, and during this time, Svarn begins to sing an old dwarven song. And it's a song of work and also play, and it seems to raise spirits as well. And he's beaming, a huge smile, ear to ear. You notice he's been passing around the wineskin a little bit as you work. Here, Circumference, it's thirsty work, eh? And hands you the wineskin. And even it gives some to Cyrus. And should any of you drink it, it tastes very, very nice, very fine. And he offers it as well to Kursana and Orla. Do any of you refuse his his kindness.
Cristana will probably pull out a wine flask of her own and be like, good thinking, I brought my own too.
Ooh,
Oh.
very clever. I wish I'd known you'd had that. I wouldn't have wasted my good stuff. What about, does anyone drink his wine? Don't pay any attention to the ominous music that's playing in the background right now.
Right. I think Orla will probably do one of those, like, this is probably like a sleight of hand thing where she she pretends to drink it, but actually like tosses it like over her shoulder or something.
Yeah, you point behind him, and as he turns, you spit it out.
Yeah.
I think a sleight of hand would be a great roll for that.
Ooh.
Do you push that?
Yeah. She is going to sickly, I guess makes sense there. Actually.
It would make sense. Maybe you swallow a little of this. Oh, nice. So, you spit it out, and he turns and looks after you've spit, and you've got a little wine kind of dribbling on your lip, and you've got a look of almost terror, like, did he just see me? But he doesn't seem to if he did notice, he doesn't seem to pay any attention. You're pretty sure you got away with it.
She's like, oh, the finest wine I've ever tasted.
It is good. I stomped the grapes myself with my own feet.
Homemade.
Circumference, do you take some of this dwarven libation?
Ah, yes, Svarn, give it here, and I'll take a good hearty swig.
This is dwarven wine. This is not, elf wine or even human wine. This has like pulp in it. It's pretty strong, very, very stout. It's not like a fine sipping wine. This is a chugging, let's get drunk sort of wine. But it tastes fine. You don't need to make a constitution roll or anything. To your sensibilities, this is fine dwarven wine. What about Cyrus?
Well, I think Cyrus has a religious duty to drink this wine. I don't think he could refuse.
No, you are the wine bringer. You are the satyr of the woods. As you drink, it's not great. You're an aficionado of wines. You've had wines from all over the known world, and this tastes like what do they call prison wine? Pruno. This tastes like somebody made like in their bedroom. It's not great stuff. It's not bad. It's just not great. It's palatable. But it's very sour and very strong, and the pulp is a little off-putting. And you're not sure, but you're pretty sure that was maybe a hair that you fish it out of your teeth. It's one of his foot hairs on there. Oh. He didn't bother straining it or anything. He just stamped the grapes, put it into a cask, and let it ferment, probably in a hot room somewhere. But it's alcoholic. That's all he cares about.
Mm-hmm.
But
yes, Cyrus, mind those floaters. I backwashed a little bit.
That piece of pork in there was from the pie I had back at Outskirt. You make it over to the on the raft. You make it over the water to the tower, and the water of the lake it's like glass. It's very still, and all you hear is the soft rippling as your hands reach in and just kind of paddle the water away. And there's a mist that begins to rise up on the lake as the temperature drops, and it's kind of eerie as you're making your way over to the tower. Now, when you get there, Svarn goes in a door, and there is a small chest, and he has a key, and he opens up the chest, and inside are 5 stones, and these stones they're relatively small. I'm going to put these into the chat, and you can all drag that from the chat onto your character sheet. And he says, these be magic. These stones, you pop them into your mouth, you'll be able to breathe underwater. Just keep it in your mouth. If it falls out, well, none of you look like fish, so best be careful. These are incredibly valuable. Do not lose them, especially on the bottom of the lake. If that happens, I suggest you swim as hard as you can. And then he pops out another stone, and this one is green, and he holds it up to his mouth, and he whispers something, and you see this light begin to burst through his fingers. And he holds it out, and it doesn't cast a lot of light, maybe about as much as a bright candle would. But he says, "This will light our way. We'll be able to see, albeit in a small area. Now, are we ready to climb down the stairs and go and get that treasure?"
Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right. When we get to the water, pop this in your mouth. You'll be able to breathe. And he leads you through some rubble to a spiral staircase cut from the very rock that leads straight down into the earth. After descending for a few turns, you come to the level of the water. This is the surface that flooded this staircase so many centuries ago. With the stones in your mouth, you plunge into that cold water, and you find that not only can you breathe, but you can move under the water almost as easily if you were on land. You'd be able to swing a sword or an axe or fire a bow under here because it has given you some sort of change, or has made some sort of change come over you to where the water is as light as air around your body. Now Svarn leads the way with that eerie green glow from his pouch, giving just enough light to see by. It takes about 10 minutes to descend the staircase slowly and carefully, and then a horizontal tunnel leads out from the staircase onto the lake bed, emerging from what was once a hillside in a farm valley very near to a submerged ruin. And let's go to the map. Let me grab it here. All right. So here you can see we're on this path that leads along the bottom of the lake. It looks as though this is an old cobblestone path that's overgrown with moss, and on either side you just see seagrass and other underwater plants just gently moving in the ever so slight current that you feel down here. Now it's cold. The stones do nothing to help you from the temperature. Not cold enough that you are suffering at all, but you know that if you stay too long under this water, you may begin to shiver, or worse, it may begin to affect you. And in Dragonbane, there's a condition called cold that can be really, really brutal. But it's not that cold yet. But over time, too much exposure may lead to that. Now, here on the lake bed, this trench, basically formed by this cobblestone road, heads north, and Svarn points in that direction, and then with his hands he gestures like some sort of like a house or a building, and on one end he sort of raises his hand up and down like there's a tower on one end, and then he kind of waves his hand as if to say, "Follow me." Now you find you cannot talk under the water. If you talk, the stone moves around in your mouth. There's a chance it could slip out, and so he urges you all to keep your mouth quiet and tread carefully. And with that, he begins to move slowly along the path. And he looks back. "Are you coming?" He gestures with his hands. And so you can move your token, Orla and Chrysana, just left click and drag your token up to where you want to go. Perfect.
Yep.
And after a short walk, you see the telltale signs of a ruined building up ahead, some sort of, perhaps a doorway of sorts. And Svarn steps into this ruined building. Now, in here, this was likely a main hall of the hunting lodge, and there's a lot of stuff in here: rotted tables and chairs, rubble where some of the walls and roofs have caved in, and you see a few fish kind of flitting back and forth in this area, attracted to that green light that Svarn has. And as he continues to walk, he takes you over to the side here, and he sees a statue of a goddess with a trident reclining on a bed. And he stops and he holds out his hand and he gently strokes along the leg and caresses the face as though admiring the handicraft.
Are you close with this statue?
And he turns and you see him, he holds a finger up to his eye as though a tear forms in his eye, and then he kind of throws his shoulders back like he's laughing, like, "No, I didn't know this woman."
Prasanna assumes it's like some secret passage that has to be triggered some way.
Ooh.
She gives him like a look and like tries to mime out like opening a door.
Ooh, give me a spot hidden roll.
Okay. Sorry. Oh, there it is.
Yeah, in this dark, you don't see any sort of, secret door or anything like that, but you do see, as Svarn, I think he knows what you're suggesting. He's going to hand you that stone. So I'm going to give you the light here. So now you have the light, and I'm going to take it off of Svarn, and he gestures to the north as if to say, up there, maybe you'll find a door.
Shrugs to the north.
And you begin to move. Now let me have Cyrus give me an awareness roll.
Oh dear. Okay, not a demon. I'll take it.
Not bad. Do you push that?
No, that's alright.
Well, you notice that Svarn is no longer in your light.
Oh no.
As you began to move, he did not seem to follow.
Prasanna will start doubling back.
Give me an awareness roll, Krisanna.
Okay, let's see.
Arn, what are you doing?
Perfect. As you begin to double back, give me 1 second. You look back for Svarn, like, well, why isn't he following? And you simply don't see him, but you see some movement back where he was standing. It's tough to tell in the dark. It's almost just shades of gray, but you see a form moving back there. But something's off. It's not the short, stocky, stubby form of Svarn. This is something different. And I am going to pull us into initiative. As you look back and maybe take a step towards Svarn, you see something very, very curious looking. It looks humanoid, but it's got webbed hands and sharp fish-like teeth.
Oh.
And let me take us into initiative. Okay, so Krisanna, if you go to the 2 crossed swords on the toolbar in the upper right, you're going to see your name as well as a deck of cards, or a hand of cards. Click on the hand of cards and it will draw an initiative card for you. I'm going to draw for the bad guys.
Hand of cards, hand of cards. I see. Stretch rest, shift rest.
No, on the toolbar, sorry, on the Foundry toolbar on the upper right, you'll see like the chat button, then 2 crossed swords. Click on
that one.
Yeah, that one. Click on the 2 crossed swords, and then there we go. Perfect. So that is initiative. So let me begin the encounter. And perfect. Oh, this actually works out perfect. Okay, so Krisanna, you're back looking for Svarn. Like, where could this guy have gone? And as you do that, from the side, rushing directly towards Cyrus, you see You feel, rather than see, something right next to you, Cyrus, as though it's occupying the space just adjacent to you. And this thing attacks. And now, Chrisana, in Dragonbane, there are regular sorts of monster or NPCs that you fight. Then there are monsters. This is a monster. This is a marrow, like a merfolk. These guys, when they attack, they always hit. There's no question of did they hit or not. They always do. So this thing it grabs a rock and bashes a vicious blow at the head of Cyrus. Now, Cyrus, you're kind of aware that there's something there as this blow comes in. Now, you have not acted, so you can, of course, use your action to try to evade this. You can also parry this if you have a weapon, or if you have like fast footwork, a heroic ability, you can try to do that, or you can just get clubbed over the head with this stone.
I think if he feels it coming, he would just naturally try to kind of swim back a little. So
yeah,
evasion makes sense.
Ooh,
Unless we're
almost.
19.
Do you want to push that?
That one might be worth pushing. Yeah.
So I'm going to mark that you used your action. Oh, there we go. Now, when you successfully evade, you can move 1 square. Perfect. Chrisana, you're up next. Now, you see Cyrus swimming quickly as something just here to the side of him lunged at him with a stone.
Move closer, or that takes Orla out of the light.
Right. Now, in combat, you can move 6 squares. Your character can move... Each square is 2 meters, so you can move 12 meters, so 6 squares is your movement. If you do... You could move, like, down here, and you might be able to see it. Does that just take Orla out of the light? Orla can... she's...
Well, I would move back, wouldn't I? If I can move 6 squares?
Yeah, so you could move in, you could see it, you could actually attack, and then you could finish moving. So you could throw a knife or dagger from here. If you want to slash at him, you'd have to move right up next to him. And then, kind of like in Dungeons and Dragons, there's a chance for attacks of opportunity. So if you move up next to something and hit it and then try to move away, there's a chance it can hit you. You'll get a free evade roll, and you're really good at evade. If you succeed, nothing happens. If you fail, the monster will get a chance to hit you. And they always hit, so you will get clubbed. So do you want to... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
What's the difference between daggers and knives? They look the same.
They do the same damage. The durability of your dagger's a little bit higher, but they're pretty much the same thing.
Oh, is the R different? Is the R not dur? Oh, I see.
Do you see the DUR? Yeah, so that's the only difference is the durability. So that's if you're parrying. But if you're just attacking, there's no difference.
She would probably throw a knife.
Perfect. So if you want to target that creature, you can click on the token and push T. Perfect. And then on your character sheet, click on your knife and then select throw and select roll. Wonderful. That is a hit. So I'm going to let you roll damage. It's in the chat. You'll see perfect. It's like you... Oh, wow.
Oh.
Yeah, so I'm going to deal that damage, and we see blood. So this thing has taken at least half of its hit points away. It took 11 of that, so it must have some sort of armor. It blocked at least 1 point of that, but it's very badly wounded. Now, you can move back if you like. You still have a couple more squares of movement. Perfect. All right, more bad guys. This one comes up and goes for Chrisana. Actually, monsters sometimes attack multiple things, so let's see what the attack is before I jump to any conclusions. Oh, okay, so he sings an unearthly song which ensnares the senses. Everyone within 10 meters, that's all of you, must make a will roll. If you fail, you're mesmerized and cannot take an action on your next turn. So Cyrus is good. Oh, a dragon here, nice. For circumference. That's like your 3rd dragon. Oh! Chrisana. So Chrisana and Orla, do you want to push those will rolls? Otherwise, like a siren's call, your next turn will get skipped.
Oh, interesting. Yeah. she's gonna be dazed. That makes sense.
Oh, no. Okay, yeah.
Oh,
I'm just going to
well.
mark that your next action is gone.
there it goes.
Chrisanna, what about you? Do you want to push your will roll?
It might be worth it.
Yeah.
Me try. I'm gonna do.
Because you have used your action this round, but this would affect you next round.
Yeah, and with the light.
Yeah, you are the light source. We kind of need you doing stuff.
So how do I?
So
It just
in the
doesn't
chat
wanna-
where it says
Oh, push
Chrisanna,
roll. Yeah. Awesome. We're gonna try disheartened.
Oh, rats.
Well,
Well, you tried. That's the important part.
yes.
This one will come up and is going to move up right here and will attack. The creature lets out an unearthly high-pitched scream of rage and hunger. Everyone within 20 meters must make a will roll to resist fear. So another will roll, and if you fail, there's a table I'll roll on that has fear effects, and they can be pretty nasty. Circumference is good. Cyrus is good.
Question.
Yes.
Never mind. That actually just answered it. I was gonna ask what happened if you rolled the exact score, but
Yeah,
I
yeah.
did roll the exact
Yeah,
score.
so this is a roll equal or under. So wonderful. So you all succeeded. So thank goodness for that. Orla, your turn gets skipped because you are frozen by the song of these merfolk. Circumference, you're up.
Yes, Circumference smells the blood in the water and begins to lick his lips. He's quite fond of fish.
You were hungry after all. Do you have double slash? It'd be fantastic right here. Nice. Roll damage with your broadsword. Ooh. That thing took 13 damage. It has 1 hit point left, so they have 14 hit points. You still have some movement if you want to take it.
I know this is a good spot, I think.
Well, this guy is going to come over, and he is going to attack as well. And we just had this attack, so I'm going to roll a different attack. Monsters never do the same attack twice. So he'll do this one again. So all of you need to make a will roll. If you fail, you'll lose your next turn.
Oh boy.
And this will stack with Orla, so...
Oh,
Hey.
Cyrus is good. Nice. Circumference is good. Oh, not a demon. Oh, but Chrisanna. So, this time, Chrisanna, your next turn, you will be mesmerized. Now, Cyrus, I think you used an action? Oh, you evaded. That's right. So we go to round 2. Oh, yes, do you have a question?
already was
Sorry, what was
mesmerized.
that? You already were mesmerized?
I already was mesmerized.
Oh,
Yeah.
that'll go 2 rounds. So I'm going to mark your action for this round as used up. Oof.
Awesome.
Yeah. Said sarcastically.
Well, not awesome, but
All right. This creature will attack again. Oh, this one bites down on the exposed part of the body of a victim. Dealing damage and armor has no effect, and exposing them to a disease. So this could be either Chrisanna, Cyrus, or Circumference. So I'm going to roll a 3-sided die. 1 is Chrisanna, 2 is Cyrus, and 3 is Circumference. Oh, Chrisanna. Now, since you've lost your turn, you cannot react. You're taking this hit.
okay.
You will take. Not bad. So, well, not great. Let me apply this to you. Target and deal damage. Armor has no effect. And now I need you to make a Constitution roll. So the way poisons and disease work is the disease makes a roll. It has virulence 12, so it will roll as well. You succeeded. The disease needs to beat a 12, and it did not, so you are good. You did not get fish fever or whatever this was. Orla, you're up.
Awesome.
I'm gonna do the twin shot
Excellent.
thing.
Excellent.
Yeah. So that's, do I target
Target
both
one.
of them?
No, just target
Or-
one of them.
Target one? Okay, cool. I'll move my character sheet over. Okay, and then bows.
Yep. Or no, not bows. Click on your long bow.
Okay, inventory.
Or it'll be on your main page on the bottom of the main screen of your character sheet.
Okay, and then a boon, right?
Yes. Oh, sorry,
Or no,
a bane.
bane.
A bane. But if you hit both of your shots. And they can be
Okay.
the same person or two different people.
Dang, and I already have a bane because I'm dazed. Oof. Alright, well, here we go.
If you don't ask, you don't get. Do you push it?
You know what? We're already like this.
We're up to our necks already.
Now she is angry.
Oh, the 18.
Oh no!
Gotcha.
You got me. Dang.
Darn it.
Well,
it was a valiant effort.
It was.
Cyrus, you're up. You are surrounded, sir.
Indeed. But he's got circumference to his shoulder.
He can guardian you. I believe he has guardian. Nice. Roll damage. Alright, how do you take him out?
I think that was the one that Chrisana had hurt earlier,
Yes.
right?
Yep,
so
correct.
it was already wounded. I think Cyrus just kind of pushes it back with his spear, but he hits something critical.
And you can move if you like. Actually, if you do, you'll have to make an evade roll.
And he also would be leaving circumference.
Oh, true.
So not doing that.
Circumference. Whoops, I just skipped circumference. Sorry.
Yeah, my bad.
Circumference, you're up. And then 3.
Well, I will wheel about with very unexpected agility and bring my sword down on this fish person behind me.
Nice. Roll damage. Oh, a glancing blow. But a blow nonetheless. Do you move at all?
I know this is a good spot.
Alright. This marrow down here. Will let out an unearthly high-pitched scream of rage and hunger. Everyone needs to make a will roll to resist fear. Ooh. Cyrus gets it. You got a high will. Circumference
Indeed,
fails.
he's a willful guy.
Chrisana is good. How about Orla? And then Circumference, do you push that? Circumference does push. Oh, Orla, do you push that?
No.
Right.
This is gonna take.
I'm going to roll on the fear table. Scream. Ooh, okay. So something different happens. When you scream, you open your mouth. When you do, your stone falls out. So no one else needs to make a roll. But as your mouth opens, whoop, that little blue stone falls out, and immediately you feel water rushing into your lungs.
Oh no.
Give me a Constitution roll.
Oh man. Had to be sickly.
You're good. You immediately hold your breath. You know you've got like a round or two before things get really grim. So it's going to take you, an action to reach down and pick up that stone and pop it back into your mouth.
Oof.
This one here will... This creature claws at an opponent. Well, it's going to be circumference, dealing 2d8 slashing. If an 8 is rolled on either of the damage dice, you suffer deep wounds to your face and take the scarred face severe injury. Circumference, you have used your action. Do you have anything to help you avoid this, or do you take this hit?
No, I take the hit.
Come on, 8s. No 8s. Your armor will help to protect you. Let me... I forgot to target you. Let me switch that out, and I will deal the damage to you. You take 3 points of damage. Your armor is very stout indeed. And then the one behind you that you just struck with your sword, he will likewise attack. And he will attempt to bash you with a stone. About the head. and strikes you for 4 damage, which your armor blocks all of that. Now, it would be Krisanna's turn, but you lose your action because of the haunting song. We go to the next round. Draw cards. And Krisanna, you're up first.
Oh, okay. Oh, is it the initiative order different each time?
Yeah, so it reshuffles the deck and you draw cards out another time.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
So sometimes you get to go at the end and then go immediately again.
Does this one seem injured? Has anybody hit it?
No, so that one seems to be very fresh.
Okay. Krisanna, I think. I'm just seeing how this works. Sorry.
You could backstab that if you want to.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm looking.
Yeah, Cyrus is next to... It's adjacent to that one. So you could click
I just-
on backstab, and it will spend the willpower.
What is a subtle weapon?
So there's only certain weapons that are
Daggers?
considered subtle. So your knives and dagger are considered subtle weapons.
Okay. Awesome. So I will do that. I'm just
Perfect.
seeing, I get a boon?
You get a boon, and then you'll add additional damage. So go ahead and click on backstab, and it will deduct those
Awesome.
willpower.
And cast?
Yep, and now go ahead and target the creature, and then you're going to click on your dagger, and then when it pulls up the screen where it asks, are you stabbing or slashing, add a boon, and then where it says additional damage, put 1d8.
Okay,
And then-
1d8.
And then click roll, and let's get a hit.
Awesome.
That 13 should be a hit, yes. So now click roll damage, and it will add that 1d8, plus the damage of your weapon, plus your agility bonus, so 13 damage, almost enough to drop it. Blood leaks out, it's got 2 hit points left. Now, do you move at all?
No, I don't think so.
Give me an awareness roll, Krisanna.
Okay, let's see.
Do you want to push that at all?
I don't think so.
Okay, no problem. Cyrus, you're up. What has Cyrus got up his sleeves? Oh, no sleeves.
Oh.
A dragon. So when you roll a dragon, that's a critical success. You can deal double damage, or you can immediately attack another enemy. What are you going to do?
Free attack against another enemy. Yeah. Cyrus almost felt like you had this one handled, but then these things could theoretically kill you in one hit, so...
Oh, yeah. So that guy is gone. And then, yeah, you target the one up above circumference, and go ahead and make an attack roll on that one. Oh, and roll damage. You're going to take out 2 in 1 turn. All
Wow,
right.
with the 16 both times.
Cyrus, narrate for us. How do you mow through these merfolk in short order?
I think it happens very quickly. He's got this spear, and he just kind of like jabs the first one and then just wheels around and hits the other one in the head. Pretty effectively,
Nice.
obviously.
Now, do you move?
Is Orla still looking for her stone? And would I have noticed that? Is the question.
Give me an awareness roll. That's kind of what I had Krisanna making that awareness roll for as well.
Yeah. Whereas I'm angry and I have a 6. So
Nope. No, you're breathing just fine. You assume everyone else is as well. Orla's turning blue, but you're underwater.
It's
Maybe
fine.
everything's
It's fine.
blue. Yeah. Circumference.
Well, where's this last one? I can smell the fish blood in the water.
It is right next to you.
I can't target it.
Yeah, I'll target it
let's
for
see.
you. Go ahead and make a roll. Nice. Let me do target. Do target. And we'll deal damage. Excellent. With that at an end, circumference. Give me an awareness roll. Okay. You see two things. One, you turn back and look at your companions. You see Orla looking down at the ground, her hand over her mouth, and you realize she must have dropped her stone. But you see something else, and it's when you look up. The moon is up above you, and up above there is no roof to this building. It's long since rotted away. But you can see up above you two shapes silhouetted in the moonlight. One is one of these merfolk. You see the legs kind of streaming down with webbed feet. And then you see a stout, round, rotund, that must be Svarn, up there swimming next to this merfolk. And you see the merfolk hand him something. It looks like maybe a chain or some sort of bauble. And Svarn then swims up to the surface and away as that merfolk swims down into the kelp.
Mm.
Well, he better have a good explanation for this or I'll bash his brains in.
Orla.
Yes.
Give me a constitution roll.
Oh boy. Whew.
You're good. Now, so you see the stone at your feet. You can easily pick that up as you hold your breath. I'm going to take us out of initiative order. You plop that back into your mouth. All right. Now, we've taken a little damage. Chrysana's down about half. Circumference has taken a scratch.
I have Pelican.
Yeah, what do we do now?
Is a stretch rest like a short rest?
Yeah, so a stretch is like 15 minutes or so.
Mm-hmm.
That will let you heal hit points, willpower, and recover one condition.
Yes.
Now, you are kind of open and exposed. You want to try and find a safer place?
Yeah.
I think that's probably a good idea, yeah.
So if Chrysana with our light wants to venture forth a little bit, and you see a door up ahead of you.
He wasn't lying. Oops. I lost somebody. There we go.
And the door does not appear to be locked.
Heck yeah.
And you see an empty room up ahead of you. It looks as though the walls are somewhat rotted and decayed. But there seems to be a side passage of sorts, leading left and right, as well as the wall has fallen down here. You can see kelp beyond that.
Sorry, I don't want to lose anyone.
And if you ever want to search a room, it's a spot hidden roll. You spend a few minutes looking around. This one seems to be maybe some sort of master bedroom. You can see the rotted remains of a large bed and something sticking out under it. It's orange and multi-tentacled. And Chrysana, give me a beast lore roll.
Oh boy.
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Okay.
And Orla as well. All of both of you.
I was gonna say. Oh my god.
Nice.
Chrysana, you can see there is a huge octopus under this bed. This thing could easily wrap its entire mantle around circumference. And Orla, you're convinced this is a piece of orange kelp with waving fronds.
Amazing.
Chrysana just holds out her arm and like gestures back.
Now there is a
Orla's
door just below you, Orla, as well. To open that door, that if you're gonna try and get past that octopus through that door, you're gonna need to make a sneaking roll.
But it's just kelp.
Yeah, but it's just kelp. So maybe you make it with the Bane.
Oh no, I'm already Bane. That's fine. We'll see what happens here. Ooh.
So, Orla, you attempt to go through the door, and some of that kelp reaches out and grabs you. We're gonna go back into combat. Go ahead and let me Have you all draw a card. I'm going to draw for
Sorry.
the octopus. Chrisanna, do you see where to draw that card?
Oh, yep, sorry.
No problem.
I'm still getting used to the draw a card versus
The roll for initiative.
I was looking for the initiative button.
Right. Now, this octopus, this is a monster. It has what's called ferocity. So it goes multiple times in a round. In fact, he's going to go 3 times in this round. He's not huge, but he's dangerous for sure. And of course, he gets to go first, which makes sense since Orla just thought this was a piece of orange kelp. And the octopus will extend out a tentacle towards Orla. And the octopus slams a tentacle down hard against an opponent within 2 meters. So he's actually going to move closer to Orla to do that. You'll take 2d4 damage, and you must make an agility roll or be knocked down. Now, do you want to use your action to try to evade this, Orla? Oh, Circumference uses Guardian. Excellent. So, Circumference, you see this happening. Tell me how you Guardian this attack.
Well, I see a potential meal as I see this tentacle coming down. I grab it in a gauntleted fist and stuff the tentacle in my mouth and bite it off and swallow it. Seeing how octopus tastes, a delicacy I've not yet tried.
Well, it's still raw and wriggling. You'll take 5 damage, but your armor blocks all of that. Give me an agility roll or be knocked down as this thing tries to taste you as well. Oh, nice. Yeah, no worries. Cyrus, you are up next.
Yeah, now I suppose Cyrus can hit this thing with his spear. He's got a long spear.
Yep,
so
absolutely.
He's got 4 meters. So he'll just kind of heft it over Circumference's shoulder and then try to jab at it.
Nice.
I guess it's probably pretty easy because Circumference is the dwarf.
Right. It's like, don't stand up, sir. Oh, never mind. Got it. Roll damage.
Ooh.
It's a lot of ones there.
D6 really doing all the work.
Nice. No blood coming out of this thing yet, but it did feel that. It seemed like it only took about half of that damage, for whatever reason. Chrisanna, you're up next.
Alright, Chrisanna winces as she'd seen the tentacle, but she is going to throw a knife at it.
Nice.
Let me target it.
Now, it may give you a bane because you're throwing past Orla. It's a little different from the spear has reach. You could also move. Of course, you're going to move the light, so that's up to you. But you could probably hit it with a bane. You have like a 14 in your knife.
Yeah. Well, would moving there disadvantage anybody?
No, you'll still
Actually,
have...
that wouldn't help me, though. So,
no.
let me just...
You could move up to like this square right here and throw.
It's probably better to stay here.
Yeah. You got this.
Yeah.
Okay, you don't got this.
Oh.
Do you want to push this?
I do not know.
Okay. Circumference. This thing does not taste quite as good as you thought. You think maybe if this, a little lemon, maybe actually grill it a little bit, maybe not have it trying to eat you, might be a little better. What does Circumference do?
Well, the arm didn't taste so good, but perhaps its hearts, that's where the good tasting meat is at. I'll grill those up when we're finished here, but first I'll switch turns with the octopus. It's 8th turn.
Nice. So let me swap your initiative. So, Chrisanna, that's one thing you can do in this game is you can trade initiative cards, and you can actually trade with an enemy, so the octopus will go next. And then that will move Circumference down a little bit. So the octopus will go. And Beak Bite. It bites a nearby foe. The attack inflicts 1d8 slashing. 1 is going to be Orla. 2 is going to be Circumference. Oh, it's going after Circumference. Probably the best outcome. So you tried to bite it. It tries to bite you. And I believe your armor blocks all of that. So... you guys are going back and forth. It is used to cracking through the shells of mollusks, but not plate mail. Orla, you're up.
I have a knife, so we're just gonna try to stab it.
Nice. Stabby stab.
Yes. Oh, stab, find weak spot. Yeah, I think she just stab.
Ugh.
Oh.
Exhausted strikes again. Do you push that roll?
God, she already has so many. Why? Okay, last time I push roll. We are exhausted. Once we can rest, I can like get some stuff. Oh,
Right.
come on, at 18. All right, never mind. We're not pushing anymore.
Circumference.
All right, I think Circumference is going to stab it in one of its less armored parts and try and end this foe.
Most of it is pretty squishy. But it's a tough, rubbery squishy. Nice.
Ooh.
Roll damage. That's 1s and 2s. Doesn't usually get the job done, but it will take a little bit of that. Let me sorry, I gotta change that. There we go. Perfect. And then the octopus will go again. The beast wraps a tentacle around an opponent within 2 meters and tries to squeeze the life out of them. This inflicts 1d6 bludgeoning and an additional 1d6 whenever it's the victim's turn. The victim cannot move or perform actions that require movement except trying to break free, which requires a strength roll. 1 is Circumference, 2 is Orla. He likes the taste of Circumference. The bludgeoning damage is not so bad, but being restrained, that's the bad part, Circumference. So, you take no damage, but I'm going to mark you as restrained. And on your turn, all you can do is a strength roll to try to break free. We go to the next round. Orla, you're up.
Well, we'll just try to stab it again.
Yeah, that dazed is hurting you with that knife.
I know. Ugh. Just need some time to rest.
There's a nice comfy bed right here if you can. Oh, there we go. I think, yep, you got it.
Meditates.
Oh, wow.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, he's going to block all of that, unfortunately.
Cool.
But
Well,
at least you hit, so.
I stabbed him, yeah.
That's a plus. All right. The cephalopod. Drowning. Okay.
Oh my gosh.
He doesn't know that you have stones in your mouth that let you breathe. So he's going to wrap a leg around, and I'm going to say it's Circumference because he's already wrapped around Circumference. And so you would normally begin to drown, but it does nothing. It's like, it's totally useless, but he doesn't know that. He's wondering why you're not dead yet. Chrisanna, you're up.
All right, just a quick question. I assume the attacks the enemies use are like rolled each time?
Yes. There's a random table for each monster, and it will roll one of those attacks.
Cool, okay.
And then as Game Master, I can either
knife.
choose an attack or I can do a random one. Yeah, you gonna toss another knife at him?
Yes.
And
I don't know.
I think that's a hit. Yes, roll damage.
Why did it give me a
Bane?
boon? Oh, was that a bane?
I think that was a Bane. Oh, and it was because Orla's in the way. So it was your throw was obscured by
yeah.
That makes sense.
But a 13 hit. Oh, that's going to deal some damage. Excellent. The octopus will take a few points of damage. And I see a little blood. You've got him down at least half. Circumference. You are restrained. All you can do is a strength roll to try to break free. And it's with a Bane.
Well, perhaps I don't want to break free. Perhaps instead I want to try and wrestle with the octopus and get him in a restrained position.
Mm-hmm.
Give me a brawling roll. Here's what I'm going to say. I'm going to say that you grab several of the tentacles. You're almost encouraging it to wrap you up. This will grant a boon on anyone trying to attack it. Cyrus, you get a boon if you want to stab him with your long spear.
And he will. In fact, he could go. He's going to go for the eye.
Ooh. If you get a demon, you hit circumference.
Ooh, well, it's not a demon. There's that. I'll push it. This thing is something else.
Mm-hmm.
Nice, that should be a hit. Yes. Ooh, there's a good hit. Nice. How do you take out the octopus?
It's almost like that one monster we fought with the tentacle thing. He gets it right in the eye, and it just works. It's a spear. It's great.
Awesome. You see a big jet of black ink that just shrouds over everyone for a few moments. It takes a few breaths before that ink begins to dissipate to where you can see, and you've got this octopus speared on the end of your spear. Where now?
I guess.
You want to rest?
So you could rest in this room. The downside is you've got this big exposed wall up to the north.
Oh, I see.
So maybe go through the door and see if it's more protected?
Yeah. You can find a room that at least has solid walls. I think you'll be okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, but first, certainly this octopus must have been guarding something valuable.
Ah.
Oh, yeah.
Give me a
Ooh.
spot hidden roll. They like shiny things.
I also like shiny things.
Can more than one person try?
Yeah.
Or...
Yep. I'll let anyone that wants to may attempt. Now it takes Orla, this is something you could do. So it takes about 10 or 15 minutes to search a room. You could use this time to do a stretch rest while the others are searching.
Oh, sure, yeah. Because I also have the inner peace ability, so I can recover an extra
Yes.
condition.
Yep. Perfect. So if you want to, and then click on your stretch rest, and it will roll those dice, and then you can remove 2 conditions. And if you spend some time with your memento, you can actually get an additional one as well. Your memento is in your inventory on the bottom right. You have a fang from a troll.
Ooh, okay.
So give me a brief, 10, 15 second, how does looking at this fang from a troll help you to recover some of those conditions?
I think it, because with the inner peace thing, she's also meditating. And her backstory is that a troll killed a lot of people in her village. So I think it kind of like recenters her to be like, I am here, I survived, like I can survive this, and like I'm doing this for like everyone who I knew who died.
Awesome.
So it kind of gives her like a little bit of like inner strength kind of and like confidence again.
I love it. So on your sheet you can do the stretch rest. I think it's the bed.
I actually
Or no, not
was it
the
shift
bed.
rest?
No, sorry, not the shift rest. The it's not the bed. Which one is it?
It's the little guy with the stars.
Oh, yeah,
right?
yeah,
so
yeah.
it's like black. It's like I can't click it.
Okay, let me make time pass.
Oh, there we go. Now I can
now do it again.
Okay.
I think that was already clicked before we started.
Conditions. So should I do 3 conditions
yep,
then?
So you can remove 3 conditions. Just click on the little red diamonds there. Nice.
Woohoo!
Excellent. And so, Chrisana, you find some loot under there. You find a short spear and a silver bracelet. Now, this silver bracelet looks like it's worth quite a bit. In fact, if you were to just estimate, you think it's probably worth about 90 silver, which is almost a gold piece. Or excuse me, almost 9 gold. So it's worth 90 silver, or basically 9 gold. This is a very valuable find. This here alone will pay for any hardships that you might have endured. But Svarn said there was treasure at the bottom of a tower. Of course, Svarn might be lying, through his teeth. He's not here and seemed to make some deal with the merfolk to leave you here to die.
Suspicious.
But, yeah, if there's some treasure here that the octopus found, maybe there's more treasure still.
I take the short spear.
Yeah, so if you open your character sheet and then just drag it
Just
from
drag
the
it?
chat, yep,
Awesome.
into your inventory. Perfect. And then I'm going to unequip one of your knives, and I'll equip your short spear, so now it will show up in your equipped weapons. Perfect.
Awesome. She's just having it strapped to her back
Lovely.
for now.
Awesome. All right, where to
Right.
now?
I mean, I guess.
Down
We
through
wanna
that,
go the
through
room.
that door.
Yeah.
Which direction smells the least fishy?
Ooh, give me an awareness roll for that. Oh, let me remove restrained from circumference as well. Well, it all smells kind of fishy here. Do you want to push that roll?
No, I think I'll follow my stomach. It's always led me to the right places.
Now, Chrisanna, give me an awareness roll.
All right. That's
Oh, a dragon. Perfect. So you remember when Svarn was telling you about this place, it was a hunting lodge and there was a tower. And the tower was on the eastern side of the lodge when he was explaining it. You're kind of on the eastern part of this main room. Perhaps the tower is nearby.
so. Yes.
And this room,
Oh.
this looks much like the room where you first came in with Svarn. In fact, you expect you will find that statue of that
Oh,
woman.
just a big circle.
Yeah. Do we want to go back up the way we came, or do we want to go this way?
Ooh, you see a door up by Cyrus.
Ooh.
And
Yeah.
this door leads to a spiraling staircase. This looks like a tower. And the floor at the base of the tower has partially collapsed. There is a chamber just below here. It's littered with rubble and strewn with the bones of countless folk that have potentially come here for a share of the riches. There's a lot of flagstones here, and you seem to recall Svarn mentioned that the treasure was buried beneath the floor of the tower. A spot hidden roll would allow you to try to find that. I'm going to let, with that dragon roll, Chrisanna, give me a spot hidden roll with a boon.
Oh, cool. Okay.
You have found the hoard. Now, I'm going to draw 12 treasure cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Grimoire.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Oh, he's a dagger.
So we're actually going to ignore that dagger. That's kind of a trap. There is, I'm going to say there's no poison dagger. So 2 grimoires, 2 spell books, which none of you are spellcasters, but they're worth a lot of money. Some silver bracelets, gold coins, gold necklaces. There's a sling. There is a silver brooch, a silver ring, 60 silver coins. There is a veritable treasure hoard right here.
Can I check for traps just because I see the giant bone pit?
Yeah, others have likely come here before, so that's another spot hidden roll, specifically looking for traps.
See.
Oh, nice.
Oh, wow.
There is indeed, on the grimoires, probably the court wizard or sorcerer of the noble who lived here, he trapped those. You see a glyph, a strange symbol on there. You know that if those are touched and moved, it will likely activate. And, usually it's lightning or it's fire. Lightning would be awful down here. It would kill anything nearby or stun it and it would drown. You think maybe you shouldn't touch those grimoires. Although, you are a rogue. A sleight of hand roll, you might be able to move that without disturbing that glyph.
I think she's greedy enough.
Ooh.
Yes, do it.
Everybody backs
She would
away.
try it.
Sleight of
Yeah.
hand.
She sort of gestures for like
It's like bomb squad.
pushing her hand back. Like, all right, let's see.
Oh, you got it.
Ooh.
All right, let's tally up some treasure here. If we put this in terms of gold, we've got 2 grimoires. We've got 60 silver, 30 gold. If I add to the rest, that's going to be 280 gold. We split that 4 ways. That's what, 70 gold each.
Yeah. We're not giving what's his face anything. He left us.
Yeah.
Unless you want to give him his 5th.
Absolutely
He's probably
not.
up on the surface. He got, these merfolk probably bribed him to lure travelers down here so they could eat them. But you've got these treasures, so on your inventory you'll see on the bottom left hand your loot, and you can add that 70 gold to there rather than having to drag and everything. But you'd have to sell it, of course, to get that money, but we'll assume that's easily done. But you stash all these things in sacks and bags that you may have brought, and you've got the treasure. But the problem is Svarn is still out there somewhere. Now that you've got the treasure, where do you go? You can, if you want to swim up to the surface, it's just straight up. You can breathe easily, so you wouldn't need to stress or struggle. Or you could walk back the way you came and climb that tower.
Do we want to try looking there?
Oh, like up in this back corner.
Where, yeah, the room that was like. Do we want to go straight up?
I'd be down to go back just to see if there's anything else that way.
Lead the way.
Okay.
Might as well check before we throw Svarn in the water.
Kursana looks at Circumference and sort of mimes a saw and points at the octopus, like, do you want to take a leg off of this to cook
Ooh.
later?
It could be delicious. A bushcraft roll if
yes.
you want to harvest some of that meat.
Well, I think I'd more like the hearts, and
It has
I'm not
several
the
of
best.
them.
Yes, I'm not the best at harvesting my meals, but perhaps someone could do that for me. I would be willing to pay you gold for the delicacy of octopus.
Stuffed with truffles. I think Orla's our best at bushcraft.
Yeah, sure. Let's try it.
Got it.
I believe I succeeded. Yeah.
You have 4 octopus hearts, Circumference.
On the house.
Well, yes, these will fill up nicely. We'll just need to find some limes or some lemon, and it will be delicious.
Ooh.
Probably not down here.
No.
So yeah, there's a breach in the wall that seems to continue on through there.
Ooh, a little circle.
Yeah, so this is kind of a strange thing on the floor. It looks like some sort of, maybe this was the wizard's room. This looks like an arcane circle inscribed on the floor. Perhaps that is the curse, is something he brought upon this place. Let me have Cyrus make a myths and legends roll.
Oh boy, he's angry now. We'll see. Oh no.
You think that could be true. Now, whether that's superstition, it's hard to say. Was there actually a curse? But it depends on if you believe such things. You're finding that clearly his grimoires were trapped, so maybe he did call up something which he could not put down. Now, there is a current of water coming from the south that you can feel. And Krisanna, it looks like there is an open doorway leading down there to the south. Do you want to go in there?
Well, looks like we've decided we are. So
Let's do it.
This room has 4 solid walls. The north one is, of course, open, but there are no breaches in the walls that would go to the outside. And this room looks, you're not sure what may have been in here. Whatever was in here looks like it's been cleaned out, but you do see a little bit of debris on the ground. Looks like maybe cloth, like maybe a sack. Well, perhaps this is where some of that loot was kept as well. Maybe Svarn was too smart to try and move those grimoires, but he had some stuff here as well. You're not positive, but it's very likely. Now, you can make a spot hidden roll, Krisanna, if you like.
okay.
Ooh.
I think I'm gonna push
You
that.
push it?
Yeah. I think she really, really, really wants this treasure. Just in general. If it exists.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh my
well,
goodness.
Let me have Cyrus make a spot hidden roll. And there's a specific reason why Cyrus.
Oh, that angry is a
Ooh.
killer.
Do you want to push that?
No.
Okay. There's one thing that you all notice is this room is a little bit colder than the other rooms that you've been through. The water temperature in here seems to be a little bit more chill than elsewhere, and that, or maybe it's just you've spent so much time underwater that it's starting to seep into your bones.
Yes, can Orla try spot hidden too?
Yeah, absolutely.
Don't worry, my natural layer of blubber will protect me from any sort of cold that may fall upon us.
Everyone spoon circumference, quickly. You do find something in here. You find... where did I put it?
I do.
You find... There it is, right there. You find a bow in here. This is actually a bow +1. This is an enchanted bow.
Oh.
When you touch it, it's actually hidden beneath a layer of sediment and grime in here. But when you touch it, it feels cold to your touch.
Sure. Might as well take it.
You want to pick that up?
Nothing bad will happen. Yeah.
Will it? Yeah. Go ahead and drag that onto your character sheet.
Sure, it's a perfectly safe cold bow.
Perfectly fine. Curiously, it has not rotted. A lot of the wood in here is rotten, but your bow is just fine, it seems.
Yep, very normal. Very normal.
Give me a willpower roll, if you would, please.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, this bow is just great.
Nice.
Well, you
Susanna gives like a big thumbs up.
My new favorite bow. Yeah.
Now, you have checked all of the rooms here in the hunting lodge and the tower. All that remains is to deal with Svarn. Do you swim up to the surface, or do you take the path up to the tower and climb those stairs up so that you're on the island?
I vote for the islands.
Yeah.
He also won't see us coming as much because it's spiral stairs versus.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I would definitely want more of a surprise element than
Yeah.
just surfacing. So.
Let me take us back to our big map here. As you come up out of the water on those stairs, you take the stones out of your mouth. Now, these stones are marvelous items indeed. It is likely that Svarn did not intend to leave you with these. He was probably going to come back to collect these from your dead bodies. In fact, Circumference, as a dwarf, you would know these things are probably worth more than anything else that you found in the tower. This is the treasure, these stones. There's a pouch here in the tower, in a small chest that Svarn unlocked. Do you put these stones back, or do you keep them?
Well, Circumference will certainly keep his, but he's much wiser than that. He knows that the true treasure is the friendship that we made along the way.
Indeed. And Cyrus is like, what are you talking about? I like the gold. There's no sign of Svarn up here in the tower. It seems as though he did not come this way. As you get up near or out to the surface, let me have Orla give me a spot hidden roll as you scan the shoreline for any sign of Svarn.
Oh, Svarn.
And your raft is still here.
Okay. Oh my goodness.
Tough to tell. Do you want to push that roll?
Yeah, she's gonna be angry.
I mean, fair.
Ooh.
Right?
You look. There's no sign. He has probably absconded from here. Knowing his fondness for ale, you wouldn't put it past him that he's gone back to Outskirt to drink his fill with the treasure he found, and probably to find more rubes to lure up here to the ruined watchtower. Now you are all cold and exhausted, and you need to rest. You couldn't continue on foot without potential harm. So if you want to camp, you can camp here in the tower, or you could go across to the shore. Maybe one of you, as you're keeping watch, you might look for campfires. Maybe Svarn has a campfire somewhere along the way, because he's going to be tired and cold as well. But otherwise, you would need to camp and eat a ration. Now, we do have some octopus hearts we can eat, or if we have field rations, we can eat those.
Mm. Yeah, maybe we should camp up in the tower since we have height.
Yeah.
It'd be very defensible as well up in the tower.
Yeah.
So you can all do a full night's rest on your character sheet. That's the bed underneath. I think it's your willpower. That's the bed rest. That recovers all of your conditions, all of your hit points, all of your willpower. Wonderful. And dawn comes. You are unbothered in the night. No one comes for you. There's no sign of Svarn. Keeping watch, you see no sign of campfire. You're not sure where he could have gone. Maybe he's just being sneaky, but no sign of him. When dawn crests over the mountains to the east, you can see the outline of Outskirt off in the distance. It'll take you a full day to get there. You should get there by nightfall if you leave now. You ready to leave the lake and head back towards Outskirt? Or anything you want to do here?
Well, before we leave, I'd like to inspect this tower. Perhaps there's a loose stone or a brick. I did promise that I'd bash his brains in, that if I had a chance to.
Yeah, in fact, there's a lot of rubble here, so you don't even need to make a roll. You find a nice, fist-shaped clump of rock from the tower that would do just fine for braining a traitorous dwarf.
Well, I think I'm ready for a return trip.
We'll need a couple of bushcraft rolls to make sure we avoid any mishaps along our journey. Orla, I think you're the nominated Pathfinder, Trailblazer. Yeah, no problem during the first little bit. You get down to near this standing stone and the farmhouse, and over here on this side of the standing stone, you notice the remains of a small campfire. So he must have had a fire, but shielded it behind the stone.
Mm-hmm.
But it looks like this was a campsite large enough for one. Probably Svarn. Excellent. And
right on it.
we get back to Outskirt. It's evening time, and as you go through the city gates, you're greeted warmly, and you make it to the Three Stags Inn. And when you walk into the inn, the mood is jovial as it has been before. The door opens, and the smell of ale and cooked pork comes through the door. You hear the chorus of laughter and conversation, and off in the corner you see this stout dwarf holding his hands up as though professing to a group of those gathered by of some great treasure that he has found. And "Come with me," he says. "I'll give you 2/3 share. It's the best I can offer." And his back is to you all as you walk in. What do you do?
I mean,
Someone's
Orla
rolling.
kind of wants.
Do we want to like clap him on the shoulder and be like, "Hey, bud, long time no see"?
Oh, Circumference. What do you try to do but fail?
Well, I tried to bash him in the face, in the back of the head, but he's more wily than I expected.
Now, if you're bashing, that's a brawling roll. So I'll let you re-roll that.
Yes.
Oh, but Orla. Okay. As you're winding up your arm, Circumference, to bash him, you see him kind of stretching and moving, and Orla, you're using your new bow?
Yeah, why not?
What happens as you fire off that bow? And Circumference, there's a reason why you're not able to bash him. Orla very, very quickly draws an arrow without even asking or talking about it. Fires this arrow right at the back of Svarn's head. Orla, fill us in on what happens in this tense moment as the tavern goes instantly quiet and all eyes turn to you as Svarn, I presume, hits the ground.
Yeah, I think, at first when she drew the bow, her intention was to just like shoot the arrow like by his head to like scare him. But then, something probably takes over and she just kills him.
Yeah,
presumably.
You almost hear a little voice in your head say, "To the left. No. Yes, that's right." And you release, wanting this to just, scare him a bit. But no, it hits him right at the base of the skull. The arrow comes out of his left nostril, just protruding from there. A tooth flies out onto the table, and he falls face first onto the table and then falls onto his back. And as he hits the ground, it pushes the arrow through his head, and so a few inches are jutting out through his nostril as his eyes stare up blankly at the ceiling. And Circumference, you've been kind of swinging your arm around, trying to loosen up the muscles so you can go and club him, and he hits the ground dead. Everyone goes quiet, and there are a few hushed voices. "Why did you do that? Look at that. She's crazy, she is."
No, he tried to rob us and kill us.
"Oh, well, then that's different. Drinks for everyone," they shout as
We
drinks
can
are brought out. And his body is unceremoniously heaved out of the Three Stags Inn. There is, if you're trying to make your way by finding treasure, that's okay, but you don't rob people, especially not civilized folk.
Yeah.
Totally.
As you sit down to drink, people come up and want to ask you, "Tell us, what happened? What is the story?" And while you're telling this story to the others, leaving in or out as much as you choose, Orla, you are constantly besieged with thoughts of that bow and all the people that have crossed you in your life, all the people that deserve an arrow from this bow. And as the scene fades, it kind of zooms in on your face, and you're holding a little glass of ale, and you pause, and you let out a little laugh, and then you drink a little ale down, and the scene fades to black.
Nice.
Excellent. Let's go to our title screen. We're going to do end of session experience points. So, Chrisanna, how this works in Dragonbane, and congratulations, you all passed Treasures from the Deep. I was wondering how how this would go down, and you guys actually did quite well. There is a questionnaire in Dragonbane. That's how you get experience points. It's how many times you can answer yes on the questionnaire. And I'm going to read the questions, and then I'm going to tell you kind of what my house rule is. So the way that this works is, if I can find the questionnaire. There it is. There's 5 questions. Did you participate in the game session? If you answer yes, that's 1 experience point. Did you explore a new location? That's also yes. Did you defeat 1 or more dangerous adversaries? That's also yes. Did you overcome an obstacle without using force? I'm going to say yes because of the dispelling the trap on the grimoire. That's an obstacle. You didn't bash it down. You used sleight of hand. Then the last one, did you give in to your weakness, which is listed on your character sheet, on your background. For example, Chrisana's weakness is, yeah, absolutely. So, reckless, like, ooh, a grimoire, yoink. So absolute. So that would be 5 experience points. So my house rule is that if you played in the session, we typically do all these things. If you role played well, that's basically worth 5. If you go to your skills page, you're going to see that you already have, next to awareness, there's a little gray circle with an up arrow. So you rolled, I think, a demon on awareness. So if we get dragons or demons, we learn from our greatest successes and our worst failures, we get a chance to improve that. Now you get 5 additional ones. So in any of the boxes on any of the skills on the left or right column, you can left click on that square. It'll say mark skill for advancement. It'll put the little circle with the up arrow. So you can choose 5 additional ones in addition to awareness, which is already there. Go ahead and choose 5 additional ones. And then once you've done that, we will attempt to improve it. So Dragonbane is not a game of levels. You just increase your skills. You get better at the things that you're doing. And when a skill reaches 18, that's the maximum. And then when it hits 18, you get a free new heroic ability. And these are things that help you to do additional damage, or like with Orla's twin shot, take extra shots, or things like that. So there I see you've got 3, so you can do 2 more, and you can do your weapon skills as well if you like. You did just get a new spear, so you could take spears. That might help you to improve your spears, or knives is kind of your main weapon.
Knives I'll probably do.
Excellent. So then you click on the up arrow. So you just clicked on spears, and you want to fail this time. You want to roll above your number. So the lower it is, the easier it is to improve. So you rolled a 12. That was higher than your 4, so your spears goes to 5. So now you can do the rest of your skills. Go ahead and click on them in any order that you choose.
I meant to click that to get rid of it, and instead choose knives.
Oh, sorry. So I'll change that for you. So you're...
Thank you.
There we go. Yeah, perfect.
So like that. Oh, like that.
Nice. So you did not roll above your 14 for knives, so that didn't go up. But you can try your other skills as well. And Orla's sleight of hand went up, which is fantastic. And Orla's crafting went up, which is fantastic.
Yeah.
And Chrisana's spot hidden did not, sleight of hand did not, sneaking did not. All the things that you're good at did not go. Ooh, Orla's knives went up to 16. That's fantastic. So now, Chrisana, try your awareness. And your awareness went up. Excellent. So then, Orla, do you have any improvements left, or was that...
No, I did them all.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
Let's go to Cyrus, if you're ready to do your improvements.
Absolutely.
Evade does go up. Excellent.
That's a big one.
That's a really good one for you. Performance is another really good one for you. Oh, nice. And sneaking goes up. Here's your weapon.
These are the big ones. Ooh, just matched it. Oh, now I'm getting the dragon.
That's not when you want a dragon. Let's do circumference. If you are ready, sir, we can do your improvements.
Sure.
And then all of you can do a full rest, recover any conditions that you may have. Bartering for circumference goes up, which makes sense. You did have a chance to do a little bartering in this adventure. Beast lore doesn't go up. Crafting, that would have been a good one. You did use crafting. Great skill. Myths and legends goes up. Ooh, there we go. Persuasion goes up. And brawling goes up. Fantastic. And last but not least, how about hammers? Hammers does not go up. Excellent. So that is the adventure, Treasure from the Deep. Now these characters can go on and do more wonderful things. Circumference is now looking for this helm, and I'm sure at some point in our adventures I will plant a helm somewhere or a lead to it, and we'll kind of carry on with that in whatever adventures that may be. Whether you put him into a campaign or a series of one-shots, we'll continue on with that. So I always keep your characters with all their new upgrades. I'll keep track of them, so if you ever want to run them again, you certainly can, and you get to keep whatever you got. You all now have these wonderful breathing stones, which, if you're in my Call of the Sea campaign, that would be amazing to have one of these stones. I think someone has a knife that basically does the same thing, but these stones are a little bit easier to handle than holding a knife in your teeth while you're underwater. You will all get a survey from Start Playing. I think all of you, except for Chrisanna, has left me feedback, which I appreciate that from everyone. Chrisanna, if you feel like I did a good job, I would love feedback. If you feel like I didn't do a good job, well, let me know how I can improve. You can just send me a message. I've had a wonderful time playing with you all, as I always do, and I hope to have you all back again for another adventure. Does anyone have any questions about this adventure? Did something just not make sense? Or does everyone... any questions, I should say? Does everyone feel like they kind of got the plot? It was pretty straightforward. Dwarven guy screws you over for treasure, and you go back and get revenge.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah.
What is like possessing the bow?
Ooh, so that's something Orla's going to have to find out. It may have a mind of its own, that bow.
Ooh.
And there's a chance that that is a quest down the road for Orla to either get rid of this new companion that speaks murderous thoughts into her mind, or just embrace the darkness and go from there. So does Orla show up next time fully gothed out, black hair and nails and
Oh, I hope so.
that would be fantastic. Awesome. Any questions, anybody? Any comments? Otherwise, we'll sign off for the night.
No, it was fun.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So, for your first time playing Dragonbane, Chrisanna, what did you think? Did you like this system?
I actually really like this system.
It's super easy, and you know exactly what you need to roll, because it's on your character sheet. You don't have to add modifiers and subtract this and add that, and I got this feat. No, you know exactly what it's going to be. So combat goes fast. It's pretty deadly. I mean, no one went down, but there's death saves, just like in other systems, and I have no problem killing characters. I think I haven't kept a track of my body count, but there's a lot. There's one player, Reese, I've killed, I don't know, half a dozen of his characters. It's almost like if I don't kill one of his characters, like I'm doing something wrong. So Dragonbane, because it's super easy to make characters, so you don't get super attached to them. You're definitely there for the ride. It has that old school feel to it. Characters are very squishy, but that's part of the fun. Is there's high risk and high reward. So you guys all did fantastic, and thank you so much for playing. I hope we get to play again very soon. I run a bunch of one-shots, and I've got a few campaigns going. I kind of run them here and there and everywhere, so if you ever want to hop in, you're all more than welcome to do so.